Welcome! In today's explainer, we're diving into that massive gap between our biggest, wildest dreams and that first tiny real-world step we have to take to get there.
Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? You're just sitting there, maybe on your commute or staring out the window, and bam, you've mapped out this brilliant, flawless, multi-million dollar business. Every detail is perfect. The only problem? It's all in your head.
And that's really the heart of it, isn't it? This quote right here sets the stage perfectly. It's that simple, hard truth that separates the people who just dream from the people who actually do. And we're about to break down exactly what that means. So to really get a handle on this, we're going to look at a classic story, one that proves this isn't a new problem, this is a timeless human thing. We're going to talk about a guy named Sheik Chili and see how his ancient mistake is something we're all still making every single day. Now, if you don't know the story, it's pretty simple. Picture this. Sheik Chili is walking to the market with a sack of eggs balanced on his head. But in his mind, he's not just carrying eggs. Oh, no. He's carrying chickens, which will lead to goats, which will lead to a fortune. He builds this entire incredible future from one very fragile starting point. And here's where it gets real for us. We might not be carrying eggs on our heads, but that incredibly detailed, absolutely perfect business plan that lives only in your mind, yep, that's your sack of eggs. It feels so real, so full of potential, but it's just as fragile. Okay, so you know what? Let's do it. Let's build one of these modern dream empires together right now. We're going to see just how convincing, how logical this whole mental blueprint can feel when we're lost in the daydream. So here's our roadmap to riches. It all starts with something small. The cookies. Those are our eggs. And then, of course, it just snowballs, right? Into a lunch service, then a food truck, and before you know it, a full-blown restaurant empire. It seems so easy, so logical when you lay it out like this. So, step one in our daydream is naturally flawless. These aren't just any cookies, they are a viral sensation. We sell out in an hour flat. Social media is going crazy, and the best part? We somehow make a massive profit without investing a single penny. This imaginary money is the key that unlocks everything else.
Now, with all that magical cookie money in our pocket, we immediately reinvest. Step 2 is all about creating stability. A subscription lunch service. It's brilliant. It's scalable, and in our dream, it just hums along, creating this reliable, passive income. The logistics of it all? Oh, don't worry. They just work themselves out.
Okay, so now we're financially secure from our amazing lunch service. It's time to go big. We pour everything into a super flashy, Instagrammable food truck. We're mobile, we're cool, we're at every big festival. We are no longer just a local business. We're a brand. We're a whole vibe. And here it is, the grand finale. The food truck has made us so famous and successful that we open our flagship restaurant. This is it, the legacy, the beautiful brick and mortar symbol of our success. From a simple idea for cookies to a business empire. It feels incredible, doesn't it? But wait, let's just hit the pause button on this fantasy for a second. While you're enjoying this amazing success story, just remember, where are you really? You're still just sitting there. You're lost in thought. So, what happens next? And here it comes. This is the turning point. Every single grand daydream has this moment, the moment it slams headfirst into the real world. For Sheik Chili, it was a physical stone he tripped over. For us, it's something much quieter, but it's just as devastating. See, our modern stone isn't some dramatic catastrophe. It's just a tiny little pinprick of reality. It's a simple, boring, everyday thought that just slices right through the glorious noise of our daydream and yanks us back to the present. And it happens just like this. Your attention just snaps back. You look over at your actual kitchen, and you remember some boring chore like, I have to clean the stove. And in that one tiny, mundane moment, that's it. That's the sound of all of Sheik Chili's eggs cracking on the ground. The whole empire just vanishes. Because here's the cold, hard truth of it all. After all that incredible, detailed planning, the profits, the food truck, the restaurant, the simple reality is, you haven't even baked the first test batch of cookies. Not one thing has actually happened yet. So, what is the lesson here? It's not that dreaming is bad. Of course not. It's that the most beautiful, elaborate dream in the world is completely useless without one thing, that first small step. Let's talk about why that single action is the only thing that actually matters. You see, the first step is never the glamorous part. It's usually kind of boring, maybe even a little hard. It's not the fantasy of selling out of cookies in an hour. It's the reality of going to the store to buy the flour. It's not designing the cool logo for the food truck. It's researching the permits for a market stall. It's the real world, unfun part you haven't done yet. And that brings us right to the main takeaway. All of those brilliant, amazing, world-changing ideas you have, they're worth absolutely nothing. Zero. Until you take that first, small, maybe even annoying action to make them real. So I'm going to leave you with this question. Forget the restaurant empire for a minute. Forget the food truck. What's your first batch of cookies? What is that one small, real, tangible thing you need to do to actually get started? Because that, right there, is where success really begins.